Hey guys, welcome to Soccer's Tech Spot. In this video I'm going to show you how to install a hard drive in a desktop computer. This is actually going to be pretty easy because it doesn't take much to do it. So if you're worried about messing something up, there's a low possibility you do that. So let's just go ahead and get started. Namely, I'm going to be installing an SSD. So let me go ahead and show you which SSD I'm going to be working with here. It's just going to be this SanDisk one. This is 240 gigabytes. So yeah, here you go. There's some more information on it if you guys want to pause the video and take a look at that. Alright, so this is 240 gigabytes, and this is at 6 gigabytes per second. So I will be using my 6 gigabyte SATA port that is available in my computer. So I'm trying to focus this right now, but it doesn't want to focus. So there you go. Right there, 6 gigabytes a second. Your hard drive may differ. You might have a 3 gigabytes per second one. So you have to check on your hard drive to make sure you use the correct port. Next, we're going to need a SATA cable. So you might have an extra SATA cable from when you got your computer. You might have an extra SATA cable when you got your motherboard, or you might just get one with the drive itself. I did not get one with my drive, so I had to order one separately. And I have this 90-degree one here that I'm going to be using just for aesthetic purposes in the case. And on the other side is just a regular slot like that. Let me show you how it works exactly. If you look on the hard drive itself, you could see there's like an L shape right here on the right side. There's an L shape connector. So you're just going to take the L shape you see on here, and you're just going to stick it in like so. I'm going to go ahead and open up my computer now. To open up your computer, you should have thumb screws on the back of your case. They're just really fat looking screws. And I took off all 4 on the back of mine just because we're going to be removing both panels because all my wires are behind the back of the computer. This is the one side of the computer, they're on the other side. That's where my wires are hidden, and we're going to try to make this clean operation. I also forgot to mention, since we're going to be working inside of the computer, you do want to switch off your power supply and even unplug it. Also, to make sure you don't have any static on you, just go ahead and touch the casing of the computer, just the metal part of the computer, anywhere on the metal part. Over here we have my SATA ports. The 2 blues are 3 gigabytes per second, and the white one here is 6 gigabytes per second. And it looks like both of my 6 gigabytes per second ones are filled, which is a shame. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out what's what, and I'm going to switch it around so I could use a 6 gigabyte slot. The way I'm going to put it in my computer case is I have this little tray it comes with to slide in and out, and I'm just going to mount this drive on the tray and slide it in and then wire it up. So yours might be different. You might actually have to screw this into the case itself, or you might have to take out a whole drive bay, something like that. But you have to check the manual on your case for that. But I'm going to go ahead and just put this in, plug it up, and then we'll go to the computer and I'll show you how you could check out your new drive. Alright, so here's the back of the computer. I have the SATA cable plugged in, and you also have to plug in the power, of course. I don't know what, okay, there we go. So yeah, as you can see, it's also L-shaped, so it only goes in one way. Do not force it if it doesn't go in any other way. Okay, after we have hooked up our hard drive and are back into our computer, we're not able to use the hard drive yet. So if you go to my computer, you're not going to see that it's showing up here. So what we need to do is initialize it, and to do that, go to Start, right-click Computer, click on Manage, and in the Computer Management window, you want to click on Disk Management. And as soon as you hit it, it should recognize the drive and say, hey, you need to initialize it. So I recommend doing MBR because this is a small drive and you really don't need to use the GUID partition table. If you read down here, it's not recommended for drives that are less than 2 gigabytes. So go ahead and just use MBR. Unless you do have any particular reason to use GPT, go ahead and just use the master boot record. So it's going to initialize it for us. And then now that it's initialized, we could go ahead and create a volume here. So what you want to do is just right click it and hit that create volume. Just continue along, and the maximum allowed is going to be whatever number that is, 228,934 megabytes. So hit next there. and then we could assign it a letter. Let's call this one, what's not taken first of all. I wouldn't list that. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna go with drive G, because this is gonna be mainly my gaming drive where I put all my games, because that's what I got it for anyways, to put games on it. Anyways, so there we go, and then hit next here. So it's asking what kind of format do we want for it. NTFS is fine. Let's label it. What should we call this one? Let's just call it our game drive, or maybe gaming drive, whatever. It doesn't really matter, and you can perform a quick format. That's fine. Okay, it looks good. Finish, and then you can just review the options you selected, and there we go. So now it is recognized by the computer. It's saying, hey, you can now use your new drive. So let me go back into my computer here. As you can see, it is now showing up in my computer. So there you have it. It says 223 gigabytes, not 240, because it does take space to have the formatting. There you have it. I hope this was helpful to anybody trying to install a hard drive. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them, and I'll do my best to help you. Thanks for watching.